You guys, I shot this video yesterday, but it was very, very cloudy. We had some very weird weather, which I'll talk to you about because you know I do. But I wasn't so sure I was getting the best color because the sun was in, the sun was out. So I thought I would do it another day just with face swatches. So this was first impressions, and I wanted to use the footage that I did yesterday because everything was genuine and immediate, my immediate thoughts. But when we come to application, I'm going to show you today, which is sunny and bright, and yesterday at the same time. And now for our real intro. Welcome to today's video, you guys. I have some goodies. Yes, I do. Pat McGrath came out with her duo blushes, and I got 4 out of 5 or 6. Let's get into it. There were 5 at Sephora and 6 at Pat McGrath, and I bought 4. So the one that is exclusive to Pat McGrath's website is Venetian Sunrise. And the ones I didn't get are Night Bloom and Paradise Glow. Now, Paradise Glow kind of looks like a bronzer. I think I've kind of loaded up on bronzers recently, so we're not going to do that. It's very cloudy today. It's very weird today, you guys. Last night we had lightning. No thunder where I live. I'm sure there was thunder somewhere. And we just don't have that. Our weather has changed so much. In the last 4 or 5 years, I've been noticing rain very late in the season. Usually it stops raining. We're done with rain by March, pretty much. And we usually don't start until November, and sometimes not until January. It rained last night. It rained last week. It's just very, very, very strange. It's also humid. So, the light will be changing, but I hope we'll still be able to get a good idea of what the colors are because I'm all about the color. Let's put on the glasses and see. Whew. I don't know how glasses get dirty. It's not like I'm touching the lenses all the time. This is what they're saying on Pat's site. Blush like an icon in dreamily draped dimensional color with limited edition Divine Blush Duos. Each powerhouse pair unites a couture coupling of sublime shades in featherlight, long-wearing, demi-matte, or pearl, satin pearl finishes. Swirl them together to release harmoniously blended high-definition radiance, or wear individually to sculpt and blend petal-soft layers of painterly graduation. Soft petal touch, feather light, buildable, blendable, mistake-proof application. No such thing. Vivid color purity, demi-matte, and satin pearl finishes, all-day wear, soft focus effect, and 9.7 grams. And we can assume it's made in Italy. And I have to check my foundation. This is what's going on. I'm wearing my Makeup Forever Reboot in Y315, and I say that because if you have not been here before and you don't know what my skin tone is, I think it's very important. You know, when you're watching other videos, well, it looks like that on her, but she has a blank undertone and a blank depth of tone, and I'm different. I consider myself like medium, and my undertone is actually yellow, but I have surface redness, but it's very little yellow. So most foundations that are yellow are too yellow. So I try to go for a neutral, which this kind of is, but let's face it, it says Y in front of it, which means yellow. So this is yellow, but it's not too yellow. I'm also testing a new sunscreen today, which has not set up. So I think we'll have a little bit of test on one side of the face to see what's it like if you put it on foundation that has a slickness to it or it never feels like it dries down, just to see. I have 4 colors, like I said, and I have 4 brushes. So let's go over the colors and we'll do some swatching and then we'll put some on the face. Venetian Sunrise. So what is so compelling to me is I love a lavender blush and they're very hard to find. And we're just going to do a finger swatch. And that's what these two look like. On some skin tones this may not show up, but you can build it. And here are the swatches. And this is exclusive on Pat McGrath Lab's site. Aphrodite Amour. Now this looks a little bit like Flirtatious to me. I had bought several of her last release, which was her first blush release, and I returned several of them, but I kept 3. 1 I never use, and 2, Flirtatious and Divine Rose, I go to all the time. I was actually kind of surprised how useful I found them. They were the kind of things where it's like, well, I don't know what to wear. Usually one of those is going to work. And that's what those two look like, finger swatched. And on Sephora, this is a pink coral demi matte, and this is a pale pink peach with pearl. I can't tell you what these colors are because I'm sure there's somewhere on Pat McGrath's site, but I could not find the description for any of them. So the descriptions are only at Sephora, and Sephora doesn't carry the first one. Cosmic Coral, and this is brighter, and this I thought, I don't know, maybe this could be a little bit of a bronzing moment. That coral is bright. It actually reminds me, so here it is, of Daria and the lip color I got from Kier Weiss the other day. This kind of vibrant pinky color, and pale sienna demi matte and fresh orange demi matte. Huh. I mean, there's pink in there. I don't know if I would say that's orange. And Divine Rose 2. The Divine Rose 1 is one that I go to with some frequency, so I thought I'd give this one a try. And this is what they look like, finger swatched. This is Soft Coral Peach Demi Matte and Pale Pink Peach with Pearl, which is exactly the same color that they were saying the Aphrodite Amour is. But as you can see, they're not. They're just using the same words, but different outcome. Can't do that in math. So I have pulled out 4 brushes, and they're all very different, and we'll talk about it for a moment. This is a Refer 04, and this is Goat, and it's dense and it's short. The length of a bristle can really have an effect on what the application is like. Shorter is a more dense application, and Goat can be more dense. It picks up more. Then I have this fabulous brush from Sephora. They don't make it anymore, but it's not dense. I use this when I have very vibrant colors, where I don't want to look like a clown. This is fabulous. And then I have my Hakuhodo and my Sukyu brushes, different shapes, but both of them are squirrel, which are softer hairs, and as you can see, they're also longer than the Refer, so not as dense. Also, I like to apply my blushes with these, but they're also really good if you have a very vibrant color and you just want to lay on the sheerest amount. Let's do Venetian Sunrise. Let us do that. So again, this is not set up. We're going to see how this blush works in less than ideal conditions. Go for it. We're going to go in with the coral, and this brush is the Sukyu. Fingers crossed. Light hand, because I am a little bit concerned, and even patting. I don't usually pat with a brush, but in this case, I think it's kind of necessary. Not bad. Not bad. That's really, really pretty. And when I say not bad, I was meaning the performance with this sunscreen. I just wiped this off, and now I'm going into the lilac kind of shade. Another color really hard to find in blushes. I think MAC used to make one, but I don't think they do anymore. I got my hands on a couple. Do you know who does one? Unless I'm wrong. M Cosmetics, I think, does a liquid in, yes, they do. I feel certain. So you can't really see much here. It seems like it gets a little bit warmer once you put it on the face. And now I'm just going to kind of put them together. I think that's very pretty. And here's the coral by itself. So I definitely put more color on this side. So I'm just going to put a little more of the coral on. Okay, both colors together, first with the lavender and this color by itself. There's definitely, I might have put more on this side, but there's more depth of tone, which makes sense because there's two different colorways combined here. And this looks like a really lovely summer kind of color. I'm going to stop the camera here and, you know, do my concealer, put a little something on my eyes maybe, and something on my lip so we can see the full look, because I don't think it's really a good judgment to just put it on unfinished face. Oh, the sun, my friends, is here. It's in and out. Big, beautiful, fluffy clouds. And there it goes again. And I just did a little concealer to even everything up. So now I am going to put on some more foundation, and we'll do another one. Now let's go in with Aphrodite Amour, and this time I'm using my Hakuhodo brush. First going to go in with a light color and just see what that's about. It's picking up a lot. And again, because this foundation's just been laid down, I don't really want to swoop, initially anyway. So it's a very light color. If you are more fair than me, this is going to be actually kind of workable. For me, because I have so much redness, maybe not, but if I'm wearing something full coverage like this, this is exactly how I would get some life back into my face. Aha! And the sun agrees. There we go. Just a little bit of something. Wipe this off, and now I'm going to go in with this color. It's weird. It doesn't seem like it's picking up on this color. Huh. What? You know, I think this color is lighter than I think it is, because I'm going in, and yet I'm not seeing anything on this dark brush at all, and I just finger swatched it and there was something there. Huh. So this color would be great for somebody who's more fair than me. You can layer and build for sure, and I can see the differences between them. Absolutely. More pink, more peach. And now let's just go in with both. And now I can see it a little bit more. So this, for sure, lighter skin tone should really like this, or those of you who like a lighter kind of blush. It's there, but it's not screaming at you. I think this one might end up being a very, very useful color, and this is Aphrodite Amour. And let's just do some color on the lips. All of a sudden, it all works. A nice, vibrant kind of fuchsia color, and these two blushes, thumbs up, definitely. All right, Divine Rose 2. This looks pretty vibrant, so I'm going to try it with this brush, and if we don't get any payoff, I'll go in with something else. I am getting some on the brush, so again, pat, 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 pat. Again, I have not powdered my face at all. I just keep on, I keep on adding foundation. So I guess I shouldn't have done my skincare this morning. And I'm just going to wipe it off and then blend out the edges. It's a very pretty color. It's super vibrant. And you know, I think this would look really good with that lavender color in Venetian Sunrise, but that's probably because this is a bluish pink, which I think is very useful on certain skin tones. I happen to love it. And now with this shade. Also, it's picking up. This foundation, I haven't worn this in forever. I was going to throw it away because it's really horrible colors. I had to get 2 bottles to mix them, but gosh, Really good coverage. This is really pretty too. Look at that. So they kind of have a similar effect, but this has a more blue undertone, and this is more neutral in comparison to this one. I kind of don't want to swirl them together and see what happens, but that's what we're here to do. Let's go up a little bit and do some draping. And it also really actually works with this lip color because there's some blue in there too. I may have gone on a little heavy. Hard to tell because, again, the sunlight situation, but it gives you a good idea of what the colors are. I like this one too. And if you ever feel like you're going a little too much, just go over with your beauty blender that still has some foundation on it. But this one, they're all surprising me. They're all a little bit different in their pigmentation. Very pigmented. Now Cosmic Coral, I probably should have done with this one. And yeah, maybe I didn't think this out too well because this concerns me with this color. This could be very, very bright. So I think I'm going to go back in with my Hakuhodo. And again, I'm just going to start with the roses. Look at that pickup. Hello. Hello. Scared? I'm just going to take a little off on my hand. Okay, not that scary. I'm going to swipe a little bit. It's pretty. So I definitely see that sheen. Do you see the sheen on that? Very, very pretty. Whoa, the sun. She is here. Okay. Gosh, it makes a difference, right? And now with the rays section. And yeah, this is picking up a lot too. Not really seeing anything here. Let's dig in a little bit more. Wipe this brush off a little bit more because this is showing pretty pink, which surprises me and kind of cool. Huh. It's possible I got the brush in the other side because it is kind of a big brush, but let's just try it again. Okay, I see in the monitor this sienna nature, but it's not as brown as I would have thought that it might be. This, I love. Look at that little pearl right there. Huh. Okay, and now I just want to pat down a little bit with my beauty blender and go in with both shades. And take some off. And okay, again, when the sun comes out, you can see, oh my God, that's a lot. But it helps you to see what the colors are. I, one, think the formula is lovely. Two, I think the colors are lovely. Three, you can see the pigmentation is really, really there. I can't say which is my favorite right off the bat. I have to play with this a little bit more, but I can see the usefulness for all of them. It might be Aphrodite Amour, just because I feel like this could be more of what those other two, the Flirtatious and the Divine Rose, are to me, which is, I don't know what to wear. This could be one of those. But I'm impressed. I am impressed. I have to say, for her other release, her first release, I felt like lighter color people like me couldn't find a vibrant color without that dark undertone, and I do not think that that's a problem this time. I got a bright color, but I do not see a dark undertone underneath this, like causing this odd shadow on me. I mean, I do, but that's just because the sun isn't out. Super, super fresh, pretty, summer, maybe a little bit too much. We'll just calm that down a little bit. But I like these. These are limited edition, but I've heard other people say, when Pat McGrath says limited edition, take it with a grain of salt. I know Natasha Denona has released eyeshadow palettes before that are limited editions that stayed on the market for 5 or 6 years. But I don't know why you wouldn't buy it now, because these colors, to me, very summer and really pretty. And I think this color kind of went with everything. I didn't wear it with everything, but I think it's a good color for it, something with blue underneath. So there could be a lot of blue in here that we're unaware of. Again, here are the hand swatches. That is going to wrap up this video, you guys. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I hope that this was really helpful to you, and I hope you come back again. Until we meet again, be safe and smart, and I'm wishing you good health.